Ty Law. Ty, you were on that 2001 team. Do you see any similarities to what you guys went through and what the Cowboys are going through right now?
It's very similar. It's almost identical. And Tony Romo, you have now been Bledsoe'd. It's over. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what it was with Drew. I mean, Tom came in, he did the job. We had a defense surrounding us, and then you have to look to the future.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know why it's a debate right now because Jerry Jones, he comes out and says this and saying he's still my quarterback. I think that's just to bring the Dallas Cowboys a little bit more attention. But at the end of the day, at the core of it, think about Jerry Jones. He is a businessman.
Right.
And he's going to look what's best for the organization and best for the future of the Dallas Cowboys. He's getting a very discounted price compared to Tony Romo. He's not going to have to pay him. He's going to have to pay him a lot of money when the time is up, once he becomes named the starter. But right now, Jerry Jones will be a bad businessman, which he doesn't want to be called, if he lets Tony Romo take that job back from Dak Prescott.
Go ahead, Skip. I'm going to let you talk about Jerry, because this man knows Jerry. He knows Jerry very well.
I don't see that much similarity, and I'll tell you why. Let's go back to what you went through in 01, and you were obviously in the middle of it. But when Drew Bledsoe was finally cleared to play, you were 10 games in. So doctors cleared him. He could come back. Your record was 5-5 at that point. So you hadn't taken off the way you did toward that Super Bowl. So you said it. You were mostly winning at that point with defense, right? Okay, what Dak is doing is the flip side of that, because the Cowboys are mostly winning with time of possession offense, third down conversion offense, long drive offense. And it starts with that man at quarterback, Dak Prescott. So it's clear that at 8-1, I'm with you. How can you even think twice? Yeah, what's the discussion? And yet Jerry Jones is still saying, we're going to ride the hot hand. Well, a hot hand is a couple of games.
Right.
A hot hand is not 8-1. 8-1 is the real deal. That's where you have proven over a big body of work you are legit. You are the man.
Yep.
You have arrived as the present and the future of the Dallas Cowboys. So from what I was told, and again, you were right in the middle of it, for whatever reason, Belichick had decided that Drew Bledsoe wasn't that guy. Like he didn't have that it factor. Drew was, we know, big talent, as you well know, could just throw the heck out of it. But did he have the it factor that Brady was already starting to display, even though the defense is carrying the day, right? You won that. You won the Super Bowl mostly with your. Is that fair? Is that was more of a defensive team?
At the time, he didn't have to take on as much pressure as Dak Prescott. But I think that's even more of a credit to Dak, that he's doing that without the type of defense that we had. I mean, and look, when Tom Brady got hurt, you heard whispers when Matt Castle was playing okay. Yeah. You know, what's going to happen to Brady. But this one here, this is not a situation, because Tony Romo is great of a quarterback as he's been. He's just like Drew, and he did not bring a championship to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
So when you think about it from that perspective,
I mean, you'd already been to a Super Bowl with Drew and lost it,
and we lost it.
Okay.
But he has not even done that.
Okay. Were you good with sticking with Tom at 5-5?
Absolutely.
Because?
You know what? It was something about him as far as his work ethic.
Okay.
I mean, he shut his mouth and came to work.
Correct.
And like I said, he knew where he was coming. And like he told me personally, you know, we all went out to a big dinner. Yeah. And he said, I'm not giving this job back. He told that to me. You know, I mean, I kind of tried to take him up under the wing a little bit, being a Michigan guy, but he was ready. And man, and just how he approached work every day, he was the first guy in, last one out. And when you sit there and look at that as from a young player, and he's not doing anything to lose the game, knowing that all the pressure is on us defensively, we loved it. You know, because sometimes, you know, I'm not saying it was Drew it's Drew Bledsoe and everybody else, but that's how it was somewhat in New England. It was Drew Bledsoe and the rest of the guys. Right. Tom Brady was like one of the guys right away, and we appreciated that.
That's well said. When you're going up against Tom in practice that year, did you sense it factor? Did you see this Tom Brady that we see to this day?
You've seen it, but we gave him a hard time.
I'm sure you did.
And we talked a lot of trash to get up into his head, but that's the one thing that we couldn't do. We couldn't shake him. So even though, yeah, we picked him off, yeah, we did any and everything that we could say. We'd talk about his mama, whatever the case was.
Yeah.
We did whatever to
rattle him
a little bit, but he did not get rattled, and he stayed competitive. Even if he threw a pick, he'll come right and bite back at you. So we love that because we weren't used to seeing that in a quarterback.